Hi guys, this is Keshika, your spiritual guide and tarot reader, and this is our channel Amethyst Awakening. Now on Wednesday, as a part of the Be.Here series, we spoke about trusting new people, and I told you I'll be doing a follow-up pick a card reading that's sort of in relation to that. So today we are going to be doing a reading about your ex versus your next, because a lot of people get scared that they don't attract the same kind of romantic partners or relationships. And so today we are going to dive in and look into things that you liked and didn't like about your ex, and things about your next that you will like or dislike, or like, how they treat you versus how they treated you versus how the next person will treat you. So I don't really have a very clear format, so we're mostly going to flow through the reading, but I think that's sort of the rough format for the reading. We have 3 notebooks or 3 groups with us today from which you have to choose. So we have, I'll show them up close. So we have group number 1, which is this Sai Baba notebook. Then we have group number 2, which is the Lakshmi Ji notebook. We also have Ganpati Ji and Saraswati Devi with her. And this is group number 3, which is the Hanuman Ji notebook. I already feel that this group is gonna require, or like for them it's really it requires a lot of courage, and they need a lot of strength to get into the next relationship. I don't know why I gave this information right now, but if this makes you feel drawn to it, then maybe that is it. I'm going to hold all 3 of them together as well, so you can choose. So guys, these are the 3 groups. We have group number 1, which is a Sai Baba notebook. The first one, you're this one. Group number 2, group number 3. Okay, so just close your eyes and focus on yourself and no specific person, and just see towards which notebook your eyes are getting drawn to, or which number calls out, or however you select your piles, In today's reading, we're going to be looking at your ex's energy using the Before Tarot, and we're going to look at your next person's energy using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Hi group number 1, welcome to your reading. Okay, so I'm going to first begin with pulling a card about something that you loved about your ex. Okay. Something, and then we're going to look at something you will love about your next. So one thing that you loved about your ex is your ex was very clear when it came to communication. Like, they had very clear thoughts, they were very clear on what they want, and they spoke their mind, and their messages and stuff, they were very clear about like what they want. Also, there was a lot of attraction at the back of it all that supports this, and that also you liked. But like, what you liked the most is that they were very clear. With your next, what you're gonna like the most is your next is sort of your wish fulfillment. So we have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. It is like your next is like everything you wished for, and your next is willing to take things slow, or actually wants to take the things slow. Though the reason they might want to take things slow is that they might be indecisive or indecisive about a few things, or like the 3rd or 4th step, which is why they're going like one step at a time. But at the same time, the reason they're doing that is because See, the Nine of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight and gives you very little, but they also want to give you something with an intention to actually build something stable and to sort of ground the relationship. So they might go very slow, but the reason is they have not exactly decided how they want or what they want. It's that you all will just like enjoy, you all will be everything you actually wished for, you know, more than that. So okay, so let's look at what you did not. That's why. Okay, so the cards want to go back in the deck. Okay, now we're going to look at what you do not like about your ex, and we're going to look at what you will not like about your next. Okay, it's the most disliked thing about, as a characteristic about your ex. Wow, okay. These are actually really good cards that have come out as things you dislike. So, so I'm going to read it intuitively basis that, but I think you did not like how much they focused on their work, and maybe they were too preoccupied on like material things and gains and stuff, and also you felt like, you know, they were probably a little like too materialistic, probably a little shallow, did not show you their true self, and they had like a lot of layers to themselves, and they were like, you know, sort of hiding who they truly are under all of the wealth that they had, or like under they let that work define them to a great extent. You also dislike that maybe they might have thought they're a little superior than you, or maybe you have felt that you know, they were coming to rescue you all the time, even though sometimes you might not have wanted to be rescued. And for the others of you, like, yeah, I don't know, I'm getting like a little shrewd fly vibe also for some people that's coming through, because this is like a general reading, so lots of energies come. So not all of it might be your person, but your ex-person. But yeah, they were probably a little snooty, a little snobbish, a little shrewd, a little like thinking they're too cool and they're like better off than you are. They might have a superiority complex. There could also be the worldly things might be affecting your relationship a lot. Maybe like what everyone else said made a lot of difference, or like, you know, what the dynamics are, or like what people think, and other things other than both of you actually sort of impacted your relationship, and they let it impact your relationship. For some of you though, for like a select few, the person could actually be a little too clingy or needy, and the relationship might have been a little there might not have been enough space to breathe in the relationship, or like some codependency patterns were there. That's possible. And for some of you, there might be too much distance, and maybe neither if you want to be close, and they were not willing to relocate, and you just couldn't relocate, or something of that sort, you know. So that is something that you disliked when it came to your ex. When it comes to your next, we are going to put this back because we've got with the previous person. What do you not like, or what do you dislike about your next level? They are, you're going to dislike that they are really going to push you to open up one. Okay, so if you're someone who's not like, you know, because now you've shut down or something, they're really going to push you to open up, which you might not like, or maybe you have to push them to open up, which could also be the case considering they did show up as a Knight of Pentacles, right? Giving very little, so maybe you need to push them to open up. Like one of you is actually trying to, and sort of needs to tame the other person or like calm the other person down, because there is one person who is a little scared and probably or a little angry, but like they're agitated, and that sort of needs to be calmed down. So you might not like that they're doing that with you because you are agitated, you're not like ready to open up, and you're irritated and angry or whatever. Or it could be that you dislike that they are actually making you do that in the relationship, you know. So that is something that you will dislike in your next. Now we're just gonna look at, oh, how do you think your ex treated you overall, okay? How did they treat you? Some more cards. Okay, you really feel it was a little unfair. There was an imbalance when it came to give and take. Though the connection was genuine, but you were not emotionally satisfied and happy, and there was an imbalance. Yeah. It was a struggle to make things work, and you felt like there was one person who sort of had to always, it could be you, it could be them, and depending on who it is, how they treated you will change, right? So it could be that they always came and rescued you and, you know, made sure things are fine and everything, but like they thought they couldn't do it anymore, and maybe that made you feel like, you know, you deserve someone else or something, because sometimes when someone's like super nice to us also, it sort of triggers our insecurities and our self-image. So probably it just made you feel little. That could be one side of you. And the other side of you, it could be that you felt like you were the person who would always keep on making the effort and initiative in the relationship, and you really felt like it was all on you, and you yourself were like, you know, it was your responsibility. They were just like coming with you in the boat and going or whatever, but like you were made to feel that it is your responsibility. That was about your ex. And let's see how your next will treat you, or how you will feel there. How will your next treat you? In a way that you thought you could never be treated. They are going to make you're going to have a good time with them. They're probably going to treat you like a child, I feel like, or like someone who's very innocent and very like happy-go-lucky or whatever, or like, you know, they will encourage you to be able to be that person. If you're not that person, they will actually make you feel that you have all the strength you need to go ahead and achieve whatever you want in life, and they will sort of help you leave your past baggage in the past and just move ahead very lightly. So I feel like we'll do one more thing. We look at what should you leave behind from your previous relationship. We're gonna do what should you take ahead, or like what lesson should you take from your past relationship to the next relationship, and then we look at what you should look forward to in the next relationship. Okay, or we look at what you should be mindful of in the next relationship. You guys in group number 1, so I'm sort of structuring your reading right now, okay? So please put up with me. You're sort of probably helping me do that, you know, energetically. Maybe someone's thinking, oh, Keshika, can you also look at that? And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Cool. So what do you need to take ahead from your previous relationship to the next? You need to take ahead the learning that you need to take baby steps. Okay, you need to take baby steps. You do not need to jump around, and there's a lot you need to take along with that. You need to take baby steps, and you need to work together. A relationship is about teamwork. Okay. Take along your realizations. Try to not get stuck in a certain situation if you feel like there is something in the room that is unaddressed, or there's something in the room that you need to, like, something basically in the relationship that you need to look at. Once you reach that realization, don't waste too much time and be stuck in that energy. Address it. Speak about it. You also need to realize that you might not be able to give everything your person wants, and that is okay. Like, you don't have to be able to provide everything someone asks for or need. Even, like, I mean, you have to try to give your best, but sometimes you might just be incapable of fulfilling certain desires and needs and demands, and that is something you need to understand and not, like, push yourself to an extent of giving where you burn yourself out. And another thing you need to learn is while having a good time is good, and you must have a good time, you should not ignore the problems and the bad times. And I feel like you should also not wait too much to, like, define the equation of the relationship or something like that. I feel like for some of you, stagnation might be coming because you're sort of are too focused in enjoying that you'll, maybe some of you don't believe in labels, and maybe, like, your previous relationship taught you that sometimes it is okay to sort of go step by step, but also, like, take the next step to the next level, right? Don't just be stuck there. Okay. Is there anything else? Yes, there was. And you need to know that you have to do it differently this time. So if there was something, if there was an opportunity last time that you did not take, if there was a decision that you were too scared to make, or you did not accept an idea or an offer because you were just stubborn about something, or you were just not open to it, maybe this time it's time to do it differently, and it is time to accept it. Okay. Now we're going to look at what you should be mindful of in your next relationship. You should be mindful of, like, being focused on both your happiness, like your happiness and their happiness, and not any one person's happiness, and also, like, your inner and outer happiness. And also you have to be focused on the person's, like, you should be mindful and focused on how much the person loves you and how much you love the person. Just, like, stay focused on love and try to love in a matured way, like the King of Cups. Don't get like love like a King of Cups in a mature way. Like, behind the King of Cups we had the Queen of Swords. So, like, logically in the present, like, be in the present, focus on the love, but don't be immature about it. Like, also, it's one thing to love, it's another thing to know how to love. So be mature about it, and understand that you all are equals. Be mindful of that, and be mindful that you all are trying to build a long-term future and stability. And so it is important that both of you are happy if you want that outcome. Okay, it is very possible because we have the Four of Wands and we have the Death in reverse, but this might take some time till you realize a few things in the process. Okay, so that was your reading, group number 1. I really hope this helped you in some way, this resonated, or at least this was fun to watch. And if you have other ideas at the topics that you like me to read, then please write them down in the comment section below. If you're looking for a personal reading, I am available for them. You could write an email to me or message me on Instagram and Facebook for the readings, and I could give you further details on that over there. In the meanwhile, I would love for you guys to subscribe and like and share the content with those it might help. And I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos. It was a pleasure and honor reading for you. I really hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye bye. Hi, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So, as you know, today we are going to do a reading about your ex versus your next. Now, luckily for you, you were in group number 1. So, most of the reading is structured and we can go quick with your reading. Okay, so this is the before tarot deck that I'll be using for your ex. And this is the Rider-Waite original tarot deck, which I will be using for your next. So, we will begin by looking at for group number 1. What did group number 1 like about their ex? Why did I say group number 1? If some of you were drawn towards group number 1, then please watch that. Though I know these cards are for you, so even though I was saying group number 1, I meant group number 2. Okay, so what you liked about your ex is that they were they had a lot of new ideas. They were passionate about things, and they would share them with you. They are not particularly very open people, but they're not also very closed down people. They might not share it with anyone, but they would share it with you. And there is a lot of like growth and passion and fire between y'all, and you all sort of encourage that with each other, and that is something that you really liked about your ex. Now let's see, what else did you like? Let's see. You also like that they sort of cleaned up well and they managed their resources well in life, and they were just like, they would periodically clear the life and know what they have, what they don't have. Okay, now what will you like about your next? I'm going to clarify this. Okay, these are not really liking cards, but okay, so you will like that they are clear that they are not interested in anyone else. Okay, so that is one clarity that they will give you, and you will really like that. Okay, for some of you, to be honest, this might not be a very serious thing. This might be like, you might like that they're not looking for something like, too long term, too like emotionally intense, or like in terms of commitment very intense. Like maybe for you guys it's just like it's just like the starting stages or whatever, and you would like that they don't want a relationship right now, they do want to get married right now, or something of that sort. Like that is something you would really like about them. And you would really like that they can live without you if needed. It's not like they want you, they don't want, like they're not interested in other people, but at the same time it's not like they only want you and there's like excessive pressure in the situation. Very interesting. Okay, so group number 2, let's see, what did you dislike about your ex? Okay, maybe you both had really bad fights. Okay, maybe you both ended on a bad note. Maybe when you all both spoke, you all had very differing opinions, and when you all spoke, there were like clashes, or like no one was ready to like shift their stance, and both of you are like, well, it's sort of a match because you all are like, or you all are like reflecting each other's energies. So you're coming up as the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords both in reverse. Um, so yeah, stubborn maybe, and yeah, I feel like either you or they, one of you were really stubborn, and that's also how the relationship ended. Maybe like you all fought or something, and then one person did not, like, they refused to move, even though the other person, I mean, the other person also didn't do much, but the other person still tried, and one person was just stubborn, and maybe they wanted them to do more, but that really didn't happen because both of them are like, too, like, this is what it is, sort of a thing. Very clear, very, very adamant. Because again, both these energies are like in the distorted form, or like in the blocked form, in like reverse rather than an upright. Okay. Now let's see what you dislike about your next. Okay, you guys really don't want to commit. I think what you will dislike is there could be two scenarios. So one scenario is that they decide at some point of time when you're all together that now they want the whole thing with you. You're gonna dislike that, you're not gonna like that because you liked that they did not want the whole thing with you. Another scenario, for some of you, very few, like I really think like most of you don't want like anything serious right now. But for some of you, maybe like when you're with the person, you might actually start expecting something serious out of it, and it might not come in the way that you like, or like as soon as you like, or like it might not, like, I don't know, I don't want to say it might not come at all, but like right now, like it's taking like really, really long. Okay, it's like the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it might not get grounded at the speed that you like, and that makes you sort of unhappy and dislike that. Which is why your ex is suggesting now when you get an idea or a thought of what you want and what your desires are, please state it to the next person, okay? They do care for you clearly. But anyway, let's see at how your ex treated you versus how your next will treat you. So how did your ex treat you, make you feel? Group 2. Ooh, they treated you like their everything, like their empress, and that they really wanted you. Like they honestly treated you very, very well. It was just an ego clash in all probability that y'all broke up. But anyway, at least like you felt nice, they treated you well. There was a lot of attraction and passion, but maybe like at some level, you were a little overwhelmed, okay? You were probably a little overwhelmed, and yeah. Anyway, let's see how your next will treat you. Your ex did treat you very well. That's nice. Is that why you guys don't want anything serious? Because you're hoping this person comes back, and in the meanwhile, you're just looking like to see who's coming? I think that could be it for some of you. Anyway, could be it. Okay, how is the next one treat you? Your next is going to be very patient with you, or they're going to treat you in a balanced way. There's going to be a little of everything, or Then you're not gonna have crazy fights like you had with your ex, and they are going to be more focused on the present rather than making any decision, and which is why they are really not going to be like, okay, you know, like they're not going to be focused on the future they want to have with you. They're someone who's like very focused on the present. They're going to make you feel like that, and in the present they're going to be very, like, you know, clear on the set intentions and accordingly deal with you patiently, which is not bad, to be honest. Very good. Okay, so we're going to look at one thing that you should, like the learning that you should take from your past relationship to your next relationship, or from your ex to your next, and that is to not wait so much to begin again. Okay, like that was something, now that's ended, and make your peace around that, and whatever's coming, just like get into the next phase. That's what you take with you. Because this guy is not talking to you for a while, or like not speaking their mind for a while, okay? Even if they want you, they're not gonna tell you. Yeah. So like just wrap the story up and move ahead. That's something you need to learn to do. From your ex, maybe your ex has done that already. So that's something you need to learn from your ex and move ahead on how to clean up nice. It actually did come up for them. Okay, let's see what you need to be mindful about a relationship with your ex, or in a relationship with your ex, or what you need to be mindful about your next. They are very powerful people in a good way. They are very passionate, very driven, very you need to be mindful of what you want, because this person's really strong, and they know how to say their desires and stuff like that. So make sure you're also equally open and sharing what you want, to ensure that you all two can move ahead together if you do want to do that, actually. Because again, I don't think you want anything serious right now, but if at any point you do want to have something serious with them, or even otherwise, if you don't want something serious, please be open and honest about that, so the other person doesn't have false hopes or whatever. Cool. So I guess that was it for you guys. Group number 2. It was a pleasure and honor reading for you, and I really hope this reading helped you, made some sense to you, resonated, and was fun to watch. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and stay in touch. Please comment and let me know if there is anything else that you would like me to do a reading on, because I love getting ideas from you guys and I'm making these readings for you guys. So if there's some reading you want to know or you want me to do, please let me know so I can just do it, you know. And if you're looking for a private reading, I am available. You can email me. My email ID is written below. You could also message me on Instagram and Facebook, the links to which are also below. So I will see you soon in another video. Until then, or in a private reading, and until then, bye bye. Hi, group number 3, welcome to your reading. Now, group number 3 is a Hanumanji card, and I already told you guys a little that you guys really need some courage, I think, to move to the next relationship, I suppose. Or Hanumanji is going to provide you with the strength and courage you need, okay? I really feel that. Honestly, like, I wasn't getting any of the gods coming in so strongly for any of the other groups, as much as I feel Hanumanji coming through for you guys. Like, some of you guys are really true bugs of him, okay? So, and some of you guys, if you set your mind to something, like, you can make it happen. I think that's also a very strong message, that nothing is impossible for you to achieve. if you have his blessings, and in general, just it's you, whatever courage you need, you will get it and you will make it happen. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to use this before tarot deck for your ex. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite tarot deck for your next, and jump right in. So let's begin with looking at what do you like about your ex. Okay, what do you like about your ex? What do you like about your ex? You like that if even if it took time, sometimes they will like sort out whatever conflicts that were there, and they, even though did not have everything needed, they would try and get everything together. They would try their best to sort whatever problem you all had at hand, and maybe there were a lot of struggles that they were experiencing or that you both were experiencing together, but they really put their best foot forward in those struggles and dealt with them well. Okay, and even if they did not completely solve the problems or just come out of the struggle, sometimes you'll just liked how much effort they put in and how they would internally just try and fix things. Is there anything else they liked about their ex? That they were patient even though they were anxious, and that they were true and loyal to you. Okay, now what do you like about, what will you like about your next? Your next is actually a great mix. Like you like, they like super passionate also, like they're quick, they're quick to act, they act well, like they have clarity, they move towards their goals to get what they want. Wow, whatever, how much ever luggage or like burdens they have in their life, and even if there are things that they really desire and want but are not getting right now, these still like accept destiny for what it is. They see the truth and they move ahead with life, and they are quick, they're quick travelers. They probably like probably some of them are travelers and free spirited and stuff, and you might love that. And at the same time, they're also very patient and they know that good things take time and sometimes you have to wait. So that's a good mix of qualities actually. Now let's see at what do you dislike about your ex. They were a little sneaky. Okay, they were a little sneaky. Sometimes they tried to like get what they could. You feel like there is something like they did not show enough courage when it came to the two of you sometimes, and maybe they fought and ran, or like if there was a fight, like they would just like leave the room and not like finish the discussion because they would get too angry and they would just like barge off. Maybe that's something some of them did and you dislike that. And or maybe like they speak very rudely or say like harsh things sometimes. When they were caught, I feel like they would like not like, some of them might have cheated, not all, but like they were up to some sneaky business that you were unaware of, and if you asked about it, they might just like snap at you and they would not really have the courage to open up and tell you the truth about it. That's pretty shady, guys. Let's see what will you dislike about your next. I hope they don't exhibit such behavior with you. Okay. Your next might love their freedom a little too much, and They might have some previously unresolved abandonment issues which might be causing delays. It's not like they are not going to move ahead with you, but with them, you might also have to wait a little. Like, take things slow, basically. And you might not like that. Or that you have to, like, deal with their issues, but they do seem to have abandonment issues which might have actually converted into like extreme independence. So it might not be very evident, but it's there, and you might be able to see it very well and dislike it. So let's look at how your ex treated you versus how your next will treat you. Let's clear this. Guys, out of the three groups that I really like, your ex's energy is like the most blah energy, for the lack of a better word. They made you feel that they did not give you clarity. Firstly, they made you feel confused, okay? Or they treated you in a very confused manner, whatever it was not clear. They did not give you all of their love, or they made you feel like they're not giving you all of their love. They also, at some level, treated you as maybe you felt like everything in their life is not going well, but like this relationship is the only thing that was going well, or that was keeping them going at some point. But at the same time, it might have also made you feel like the only thing they want, the only reason like the relationship was still going and not getting disrupted is because it was the only good thing, and that's the reason it was going on. But there was very it was very slow to bring stability, and I think the stability never sort of came, and the kind of love that you were looking for and you were wanting your person to step up, they never really stepped up and became the person you deserved, to be honest. Let's see how your next will treat you, guys. Hopefully they will treat you much better. Your next will be a little scared but at the beginning, but they will overcome it, okay? They will gradually overcome. They will find the strength to do that. So again, okay guys, I want you to go to the Be.Here series playlist on the channel. I will link it below. Actually, in this video I usually don't keep a link on picker cards, but I'm going to keep a link this time for you guys. Go and check out the Karmic cycles videos, okay? So there are like 3 in-depth videos, and there's one video summarizing all the 3 videos together in less than 3 minutes. So honestly, just watch that and then deep dive further if you need to. But because see, I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, and I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles again in reverse here. So maybe in how they are treating you and how you are feeling treated, there is some similarity somewhere. There could be a possibility that you are repeating some part of the cycle, if not the entire cycle. So it's best if you could identify and learn the lesson, so that you don't have to go through that bit of the experience, or like that bit of like waiting so long for the other person to actually give you something bit of the relationship. Because it does look like this person is also like, they might actually open up and tell you that it's going to take them time, but you're going to feel like they're making you wait or something. Though at the same time, you're also like they're also going to make you feel like you can take a chance with them, and that they are strong enough and you are strong enough, and like together you all can sort of like control each other, manage each other, and go about it. But I would still like you to look at the Karmic Cycles videos and see and identify and not repeat romantic cycles that did not work for you. There was a reason they didn't work for you, right? Okay, now what do you need to learn from the previous relationship and take it to the next one? What do you need to learn from your ex and take it to your next? Okay. This might actually be in line with your karmic cycle only, so let's see. You need to learn and be clear and not conflicted on who you want. Who is your emperor? How does your emperor look? And what kind of relationship do you want to choose? That is some kind of clarity that you need to get and take from or while moving from your ex to your next. And over here we're going to look at what you need to be mindful of about your next, or what you need to be mindful of about a relationship or whatever equation with your next, you know. Remember your learnings. Try to not act stupid and immature, and don't downplay your expectations and emotions. Be mindful of what you are doing. If you want something, say you want it, and don't downplay it thinking that it will come to you automatically. Don't do that. Oh god, it's just a lot of cards, guys. We're not taking all of these. You really need to be clear, otherwise it's not going to work, okay? If you're clear, it'll work. We have the Two of Cups, but it's in a very like, okay. Yeah, you have to be strong and clear of what you want, and then it'll work. And then you have the Two of Cups. You still have it in reverse because because it's going to come out. Whatever you want to message and whatever they tell you, whatever messages are incoming, don't treat everything as a joke and trust what they say and keep things in mind. And meet them halfway. Only then you will have like a partnership where there are two people, okay, that are sort of equal in everything. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and that it added some value to your life. If there are any topics that you would like me to read, I do these videos so that they can help you guys get answers. So please, please, please do tell me what you would like a reading on. I would love to get recommendations from you guys in the comment section below. Please like the videos and share them with whoever you think it might help, and support the channel in any way you can. Please subscribe and stay in touch. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified when videos come up. And if you're looking for a private reading, I am available. We can look at your situation in specific and get guidance around that and get clarity around that. So if that is something you'd be interested in, you could write me an email. My email ID is in the description box below. You could also message me on Instagram and Facebook to inquire about readings, and we could set it up with a conversation over there where I can share details about the readings and how we go about the sessions, and we can just take it from there. So I look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing you guys super soon. Until then, bye bye.